Hello and welcome back. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I already made a video about The Fast and the Fierce, the movie where they were all on the plane and it was so dumb. This movie is called The Fast and the Fierce 2. Basically, the only way I can describe this movie is that it is the cheapest way to rip off the Fast and Furious franchise imaginable. But don't take my word for how bad this movie is. Let's see some of the comments. I can't even write this review. I had to stop watching the movie and have to stop writing this review. Bogus direction, stupid story, third grade movie, worst acting. If there is a rating in minus, this thing deserves it hands down. Pure crap. It's the worst carp movie and then it got a big crap dumped on it. I'm being kind calling it crap. Then it has the worst ending ever. It was so bad I had to keep watching it, like a bad car wreck. Well, now that we've read the reviews, let's go ahead and jump straight into this because I'm sure you guys are itching to see what this movie's all about.
Welcome to Navajoa. Little brother?
Okay, so this is very clearly the Vin Diesel character, right? Why'd they cast this guy as the Vin Diesel character? Can they at least pick a guy that has a little bit of muscle?
I know this isn't something you wanted to do, coming here.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with that guy's mouth? Is that CGI mouth already? Or does he just have weird lips? We don't need the Superman CGI lips already.
On the contrary, this used to be one of the most incredible junkyards I ever saw. Now look at it.
I get you, man. Junkyards are usually so beautiful until they get ruined by all the junk. Why can't we just have beautiful junkyards for once? Like the good old days. So if this average Joe looking guy is Vin Diesel, then that means that his brother here is John Cena? But I can totally see this guy. He's asked his brother to come down in Mexico to help him. And now we get a flashback as to why he's in trouble.
I'm all in.
Four ladies. Diamonds are not a girl's best friend.
So essentially Vin Diesel's brother has lost bad at this poker match, and now in order to settle his debt, his brother has to do something for DMX, who is this big bad boss guy.
We need him.
Need him for what?
We need him to run the outlaw.
I will pay you back every last dollar that I owe you.
Do I kill you now? Or do I give you the chance to redeem yourself?
Jack thinks as highly of me as you do. He will never race the outlaw.
So apparently this race called the Outlaw is some crazy race that we can't know about. We gotta be super vague about it because it's apparently super important. And now this guy's brother, Vin Diesel, is gonna have to do the race.
There's a race. It's called the Outlaw. This year it's Mexico to LA.
God, you got some balls, man. I retired, man. I got out of the race game and I've stayed there.
Yeah, you think I don't know that?
I got out of the race game, and the only way I'm getting back in is for family.
Get your stuff. I'm driving you back to the States myself.
He has people. People that will find me. I can't be looking over my shoulder the rest of my life.
Big bro, I can't be living with all these people coming after me for the rest of my life. You know I got out of the race game, man. Brother, please, this guy's got people, and those people will find me. All right, you convinced me. That's literally all it takes for this guy to convince his brother to do the race for him.
Is that the guy?
Good evening, racers. Welcome to this year's running of the Outlaw 1000. This year's race starts in Navajoa and it's 1,000 miles from Los Angeles. The winner, $5 million.
He's gonna have to do the Outlaw. Oh my goodness, it's so scary. And DMX is this leader of some sort of gang in Mexico for some reason. Now the Vin Diesel character is gonna have to do this race to try to win $5 million.
The checkpoints have been pre-programmed into your GPS systems. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have royalty in the house tonight. Mr. Jack Tyson.
Did you point a gun at my brother?
As a matter of fact, I did. And here you are.
Jack, wait.
Your brother owes me a lot of money, but if you win this race, your debt will be paid.
This is so dumb. We still don't know at this point what this race is for. So why is no one in the room? Why are there no contestants for this death race? It looks like there's maybe 2, 3 contestants in this entire race. How do they make money off of this? How is this such a big deal that it's like some sort of annual race when there's only like 2 or 3 people in it?
Did you not explain?
Yeah, I did. Come on.
This is why you don't meet your heroes. Put a muzzle on that fucking dog!
Okay, so DMX basically confronts Jack and says, yeah, I did point a gun at your brother. What are you gonna do about it? And Jack, who I'm starting to believe isn't a racer, but is actually the owner of the Tyson company that makes the really good chicken nuggets in Walmart, he's walking away from a confrontation that pretty much didn't even happen. And then out of nowhere, DMX just randomly starts yelling at him. I guess we'll see who's gonna win this race. Yeah, I guess we will see who's gonna win this race. Fine, I'll see you on the track. Put a muzzle on that dog. The writing makes DMX get so incredibly mad for no reason, and it's actually kind of hilarious.
Put a muzzle on that fucking dog!
Was this like the first take and then the director was like, I thought it was beautiful, go ahead and go to the next scene. Next there is a brotherly battle outside that lasts for about 2 seconds.
I kept losing. All right, and he was the only game in town.
Guys like that, they can spot the real compulsive gamblers a mile away.
Shut up, man.
When are you gonna get it together, man?
I think it's a good time in the video to let you know that this video is brought to you by DraftKings, the #1 place for all your sports betting needs. No, I'm just kidding, but could you believe if right after that gambling segment I had a gambling ad right here?
Say no rally race, homeboy!
These two two other racers that are going up against Vin Diesel are the only two competitors he has to worry about on this entire 1,000-mile race. I haven't seen the race yet, but if it's realistic, this is going to be the most boring race I've ever seen in my entire life. And unlike Fast and Furious, the stare downs in this movie are really intense. Hey bud, you're going down. This ain't no regular race, baby. I got you. I see you. The Vin Diesel of this movie is either incredibly confident in his skills or he has no idea how to trash talk.
I bet it's killing you on the inside. Not putting any money on him to win. I'll tell you what, I'll float you 100K. What kind of guy would I be to not let you get in on the action?
All right.
Vin Diesel's little brother takes out another bet on his brother. This guy's a gambling addict, dude. He's gonna get himself right back into trouble with his gambling problems. Oh no, he's having Vietnam flashbacks from a time when he had an accident in another race.
I got you. No way, not today. Not today. Come on, let's go.
I can't shake the fact that it seems like they're going so slow in this race. In this race, are they supposed to be abiding by like the traffic laws? Because it looks like they're doing a pretty dang good job of that. And so far, we're like barely into this race and these people are racing like we're at the finish line. Like he passes him there like, not today, son, you're going down, baby. And if this was like a quarter-mile race, this would have been epic. But no, it's a little different when there's a 1,000-mile race. Oh yeah, gotcha. Only 999 miles left to go. So now we get to what I believe is the first checkpoint.
Welcome to Checkpoint 1. You are?
Look, you think if there's only 3 competitors in this race, the person at Checkpoint 1 would probably know who all 3 of them are and what their names are? But no, she doesn't. She just goes, and you are? What's your name again? Can you remind me? You're not the guy delivering our margarita mix, right?
Mr. Davy, we've got a Mr. Jack in the restaurant. First place. Si, senor. Will do. He'd like to congratulate you on your first place win.
So Davey owns this place?
Si.
Okay, look, you can't just say "sí" every once in a while in between 2 sentences and make me believe that you speak Spanish. So I guess this is Checkpoint 1. Sí. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish or anything. Oh no, it's okay, I speak a lot of English, it's fine. That's really helpful. So is the bathroom back there? Sí, senor. I know you speak English, you know that I speak English. We can just speak English. Just try saying the word yes. Yes. Do you have anything to drink? Sí, senor. Oh my gosh.
And once all the other drivers are here, lunch will be served.
What is the point of having a race if the person who gets first place has to wait for the person in second and third place to come sit down and have lunch with them? You might as well start the race after the 3rd checkpoint because that's when the race is actually going to matter. This is some sort of sideshow circus. Every single time one of these people pulls up to this restaurant, it zooms in on the sign. And as she walks up to the door, it's literally going to zoom in on the sign, but this time it's going to zoom in extra hard. Every time that anyone ever pulls up to the restaurant, zoom way in on the sign, like really get up on that sign. We gotta let people know that we're at the restaurant so they know where we are. Are you sure the crowd won't think that we're just kind of patronizing them and thinking that they're stupid by doing that? Be sure you zoom super close to the sign. Fine, Frank, zoom in on the sign.
Hola race fans, it's your girl 6Speed Nina and I am here and you better believe I'll be chowing down on some bean burritos before our race moves to our next stop, Puerto Penasco.
Can I ask you what the hell you're doing?
Well, I'm posting to all my followers on Instagram.
How did this girl doing illegal street races get a following on Instagram? And the whole time she's just like, oh yeah, Instagram, you better believe I'm about to down these 10 tacos. Sup Instagram, it's your boy Ryan Askew. Check the light in the back. I just bought myself 100 wings and I'm about to down them right here, right now. You best believe I'm gonna nom nom on all that chicken. I ain't never met a chicken I didn't eat, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want to go around broadcasting where you're going unless you want to get pulled over.
As far as I was concerned, I thought this was just a race between 3 people and the winner gets $5 million.
Says here you retired like 3 years ago, and the last time you won something was longer than that. But when I buzzed you back there, you didn't know what to do, so you don't have any street reflexes whatsoever. But I guess that's the difference between racing in a closed track against a clock versus having another man in the next lane.
This is the worst insult ever. Oh yeah, so you're a racer? So you never raced real men out on the streets, huh? I'm just waiting for the part where he's gonna insult this guy. Also, isn't this guy that you're kind of fake insulting the guy that won the first checkpoint?
Let me guess. The real skill comes from doing 90 in the pedestrian zone and losing control and plowing into a family who's coming home from having ice cream. Is that how you hone your street reflexes, bro?
Whoa, wait, slow your roll, Jack. He was just throwing some mild trash talk your way. You didn't have to go that hard on this guy. And man, I just want you to know before we go out there for this baseball tournament, you're going down, dude. I bet you can't even hit a fastball down the middle, dude. Oh yeah, you think you're so much better than me at baseball? Does this sound familiar as something that you enjoy doing? Hitting a baseball into a forest that then starts a fire because you hit the ball so hard it starts to spark, and then it burns down a school and all the children are dying and screaming in pain. And all they were doing was eating ice cream before that. Is that how you get your rocks off, huh? Damn, bro, I'm just talking about baseball.
You know what? I was pretty stupid when I was your age, too.
Yeah, when was that? Before the car was invented?
Come on now, this guy doesn't look that old. He looks like he's maybe someone's dad, but he doesn't look like he's someone's grandpa or anything.
Who's there?
So these two girls end up fighting until the white girl ends up getting punched in the face, and then the other girl tries to escape and hops into Jack's car. We've never met this character, we don't know who she is, and I don't think Jack knows who she is either.
Jack has really come through so far.
Yeah, for you, but nobody else is betting on him.
Alright everyone, as you can see I'm wearing a new outfit, it's a new day, I need multiple days to do these movie reviews, they take forever, so if you're enjoying so far, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my videos. My big question is, who the heck is betting on this race? And it looks like there's a lot of money on people. All that's happened so far is they drove to a restaurant and had lunch.
I'm gonna need a name or you're gonna need to get out.
Is that a threat? Maybe I don't do well with threats. Maybe I'm about to stab you in the face and take this goddamn thing.
Oh, yeah?
So this random girl jumps into this guy's car, is clearly in distress, and yells, "Drive, drive, drive!" And then when in the car, will not even give this guy her name. And then when he says, "Hey, can you give me your name or get out of my car?" she threatens to stab him in the face. Not a very good start for this character.
Name's Bianca.
You mind telling me what happened back there? My name's Jack. Jack Tyson.
Jack? You're the guy. Oh, thank God.
You know who I am?
You're Davy's golden boy. This whole thing hinges on you. I need you to take me to LA.
What is this all about?
These. I took them from his safe.
So the girl took something from DMX's safe. I'm assuming it's very important, maybe it has something to do with his money, they haven't told us yet, but now the girl who she beat up has to call DMX to tell him the news. And DMX getting mad is probably one of the funniest scenes in the movie.
Davey, they took them, they're gone.
Are you fucking serious? Look, you stupid bitch. You better fucking find it, right?
I fucked up, I know.
Now!
I don't know what to do. I'm sorry.
Stupid fucking bitch!
So that conversation went well. You can tell that DMX doesn't want to be angry, but these are his lines, and he's trying to deliver them like a villain, but at the same time, they come out like a limp noodle. You're so stupid! I'm gonna come find you, you big dummy!
We're about an hour out of Sequoia Grande, which now that I think about it, is probably a good place for me to drop you off at a bus station or somewhere.
He's looking for me at the bus station, at the airport. His men are everywhere. He's gonna kill me. Don't you understand that?
No, how would he understand that? That literally makes no sense. He barely even learned your name.
What's on him?
Evidence.
Evidence of what?
Of all of Davy's past, present, and future crimes.
How do they have evidence of Davy's future crimes on there? And why would Davy store evidence of all of his crimes in a refrigerator? It seems like if it's something important... Sorry, Nugget was getting separation anxiety, so I let him sit in my lap. So if you see his little head pop in right now, that's my little dog. It just seems like if you have something that's so important that it could end up getting you taken down, you should probably put it somewhere more secure.
What exactly are on those drives?
All of his ledgers. Every record he's kept dating back since he started keeping them digitally.
Again, I ask, why would you put all this inside of a back of house fridge? That doesn't make any sense to either of us.
How'd you know where the drives were?
I used to work for Davy. I was his girlfriend.
She was his girlfriend, so she knew the safe code, so then she was able to steal the drives, and he didn't move them after they broke up or changed the combination.
You and me, we can do this. No one else will do it, Jack.
This girl keeps going from being like, we can do this together as a team, to no one else will do this, Jack. Jack just wants to get his brother's debt square by doing this race. He doesn't even want to be here. Why would he want to do all this other crap and get all these other problems added to his list of problems that he already has? But literally in the next scene, the budget has run out for DMX, so I guess they're gonna have him get arrested by the Mexican police.
The fuck do you want? Banging on my door like the fucking police.
Señor Davy.
What? They just start punching each other.
Ya verás lo que
The whole family's gonna die!
This woman literally shoots so many bullets like feet away from these officers and can't shoot them, so they get away with Davy. So now that Davy's been taken by the police, you think that maybe they would send some enforcers to go take these officers out and then get Davy back. But do they do that?
Garcia took Davy. I need you to bring him back.
All right, understood.
I'm sending the car. Be ready.
Nope, they send the two models that were in the bar earlier. The biggest and strongest models they had in the bar, that's for sure. Did they have nobody better? Are these the only two people that work for this guy? It's making him look like he's a really weak boss. Now we're back with the other two street racers who you might have forgotten existed, and they're still pretending that they're at a quarter-mile race when really they're probably still 700 miles from their destination.
Here we go. All right.
Oh my goodness, Jack is back and he's slamming into everybody and everyone's hitting each other with the horrible CGI they have in this movie.
Are we really going 180 18 miles per hour?
Yeah, that's the point of racing, to go really, really fast.
Well, if you're trying to scare the crap out of me, it's working.
That's it. I hate this character. This character is awful. She has the worst lines. Does she not know they're in a race? In a race, you're supposed to go fast. Wouldn't she want them to go a little bit faster so they get to LA quicker so she can be safe? Meanwhile, the two officers who arrested Davey are now done with their job and are now going to get tacos afterwards.
Hola, 2 tacos, por favor, 3 tacos.
I'm starting to think the person who wrote this film only speaks English because every time I hear someone speak Spanish, it's something like, Hola, ¿cómo estás? The next scene with a Spanish speaker is probably going to be like, Hola, me llamo Ryan. E2, bang, you're dead. But then the two models kill one of the officers and tell the other officer to take them to Davey now. So now things are really heating up.
What makes you think he's not gonna come after you after he goes down?
The U.S. attorney is giving me a new identity. I need you to help me get this information to LA. He needs you to win to keep the criminals and cartels he works for happy and earning millions of commissions. He won't go after you.
Whoa, I think we got a little audio slip up here. Her lips were not moving even though her line was being said. Let's run it back.
He won't go after you.
So she's saying that she'll go into witness protection, Davey will go down, and the U.S. attorney is going to give her a whole new name. And that if Jack helps her, Davey will not go after Jack. But if Jack helps Davey go down, wouldn't Davey want to go after Jack? So while Bianca's going to the bathroom, she gets attacked out of nowhere. And you think with the trackers they have on their cars, maybe Jack and Bianca would be a little bit more careful? Oh, and if you're paying close attention there, she won that fight because she stabbed the guy in the face with a toilet brush. You can't make this stuff up, guys.
We gotta go!
Bianca, what the hell?
Get in the fucking car!
Now, both times that she's gotten into Jack's car with him, she's been screaming, we gotta go! Drive, drive, drive! Get in the freaking car!
He can see in the car.
Gotcha.
Damn it!
So now things are really heating up. Jack has turned off his camera and turned off the tracking device. And so now the lady that's been with Davey in that little safe room the whole time, she's in charge of everything now and she's kind of upset. But now I just want to take this time to go ahead and take back what I said about those two models for being weak and not able to do anything. Because not only did they kill the first officer, but they're about to unload an unreasonable amount of ammo into the second officer.
Thanks for the directions, Papi.
And then they sexily walk up the stairs because that's a job well done.
Come on, Davey. Can you walk?
He must have dropped him.
Take his hood off.
I got really confused here. I thought for sure that Davey was not the person they were taking down the stairs. I thought they had put some sort of body double in the way because the guy coming down the stairs is so skinny. No, but then it ends up just being Davey.
What is this? Cartel. I want the girl!
So the cartel was about to take Bianca, but then Jack pulled some Vin Diesel-like maneuvers, and they somehow managed to escape all the rapid gunfire coming their way. Oh, this is getting so bland.
Jack better be fixing to reach this checkpoint, Nelson. If he loses a stage, there's no good news for you.
Wait a minute, I thought earlier in the movie it said if Jack wins the race, then his brother's debt is paid. DMX literally said it, but this woman is now saying if Jack loses a single checkpoint, that means that his brother's gonna die?
Don't threaten me, Jillian.
Don't threaten me, Jillian. You know, for no military grunt, you're a real pussy. Don't threaten me, Jillian.
Man, first those two models who took out that entire police station to get DMX back, and now this girl? The women in this movie are getting it, dude.
Jack, what are you doing? Get back in the car! Why are we stopping? Jack!
Bianca,
Jack.
please stop. Give me a fucking second. I've got to check for damage.
Finally, someone tells this character to shut up. Thank you, Jack. She complains he's going too fast. She complains he's going too slow. She complains that they've stopped the car too long. Then she complains that they've been going too long because they need to stop to go pee. Finally, someone told her to shut up.
You saved my ass back there. No one's ever done anything like that for me before.
Please don't tell me these two end up being together. They have no chemistry. They've barely met each other.
Sorry, I didn't warn you sooner. I figured the only way they were going to buy it is if you thought I was giving you up.
I sure as hell thought you were gonna give me up. And then you mowed him down.
If you call hitting two people with your car and then driving off while they shoot bullets at you mowing them down, then yeah, he did a great job mowing them down. Man, no, this is a good conversation. Things are starting to go in the right direction. Let's get back in the car. Are you kidding me? What the freaking crap, bro? There is no reason for these two to be kissing right now. Both of them went in for the kiss. That means that both of them accepted the kiss. So now that we've had that ridiculous makeout session, Jack realizes if he throws his GPS tracker out the window completely, Davey won't be able to set up any more traps for them. So he throws it away and disappears off the map. And then he tells Bianca to pull up Instagram so they can follow the girl who's posting everywhere she goes all the time, so that they can then still know how to get to each checkpoint. This is putting a lot of faith in the fact that this girl is going to remember to post frequently and remember to post when she gets to the checkpoint, but it actually works pretty well.
And you better believe I'm gonna be chowing down on some bean burritos before the race moves to Puerto Ponesco.
Where's everybody at? Hey, yo, I'm here.
You are?
Mick Hammond. And it looks like I'm the first motherfucker to show up.
What do you want from me, dude?
Don't you got somebody you got a call or something?
Yes.
Jack Tyson checking in for the Outlaw.
Welcome, Mr. Tyson. You're the stage winner.
I am?
Whoa, what? I was here before he was. You were just talking to me before he pulled up.
So Mick actually won checkpoint 2, but when Jack arrives, the guy who was pretending to not know Mick tells Jack that he's the winner of checkpoint 2, to which Mick gets really upset, and now things are getting really spicy, am I right?
All right, you got 5 seconds. That's right, man.
That was the weakest, lamest kick I've ever seen. He kicked like the softest, quietest thing he could possibly find.
Wait. That's why Davey gave me the 100K. Yeah, you needed some action on Jack so that no one asked any questions.
So Jack's brother is making a point here that the only reason he was given $100,000 to put a little bit of action in on this at the beginning of the movie is because he needed just a little bit of action on Jack, the retired racer, because nobody was going to be having any action on him. Now, I'm not a gambling man, but if I was and I saw somebody win checkpoint 1, I'm probably putting money on them in checkpoint 2.
In the end, no one loses a dime on the wager, and you make what? 18 million on stage 2. This is money laundering.
I'm not sure how brain dead the little brother of Jack is, but for some reason here, he calls out the lady who's in charge of this gang and says that they are money laundering right to her face, which is a really stupid idea. Secondly, are you surprised that cartels and gang members are money laundering, or is this news to you?
At the end of the day, you and Davey are just two low-life degenerates like me.
Dude, Jack's gonna end up doing everything he's done in this entire movie, and his brother's still gonna end up getting shot in the face because of all the enemies he's trying to make right now.
You think you can grab Mick and meet me back here in about 5 minutes? I gotta tell you guys something.
So apparently the racers didn't know that the GPS trackers were on their car. I get it, my bad, I didn't know that. So now Jack is going to tell the other two racers that the GPSs have been in their cars this whole time. Meanwhile, his brother continues to have an argument with this lady.
You say a fucking word and I will kill you.
See what I'm talking about?
Who's calling?
Hi, Jack. You don't know me, so let me introduce myself. I'm Jillian Bertrand.
Why are you calling me? Where's my brother?
Nobody's lying in a ditch face down with the back of their head blown off.
Don't let that bitch screw this up.
She's just another one of Davy's crazy ex-girlfriends.
Davey likes making deals. Bianca for my brother. Even trade. We never hear from either one of you again.
And I think I can speak for him when I say we're ready to agree to your terms.
So I'm assuming here that Jack is trying to trick the bad guys into saying that they'll make a swap for Bianca and his brother. And then at the end of the day, they're gonna end up screwing these bad guys over. But I'm sure however they decide to do it will be really dumb. So now the third driver girl comes back without Mick because Mick did not want to show up to this meeting.
We're all being watched. There's cameras in the car. Look, check the dash and up above. You should find...
What in the hell?
It's not worth the risk anymore.
Jack basically tells her to get out of the race game and that it's dangerous for her and that she'll run into people like Davey for the rest of her life if she keeps doing this stuff. But wait, watch out, Jack!
Mick, stop! Let him go!
Are we done?
So Mick stumbles off after Jack wins the fight, but surprise, surprise, the character who's been causing trouble this whole time, Bianca, has another problem.
I don't have a visa or a permit.
The U.S. Attorney's Office didn't send you anything?
I couldn't let them know I was coming. I couldn't risk Davey knowing what I was doing.
I'm pretty sure the U.S. Attorney's Office is a little bit more secretive, and if you needed Davey to not know what you were doing, there's probably plenty of ways they could have made that happen. How is she going to get to the U.S. Attorney's Office if she can't get to the U.S. Attorney's Office? As you can see, my hair is getting progressively more messy throughout this review because this movie is driving me crazy.
All right, great. So how do we cross the border? You got any great ideas?
Yes, but it's very dangerous. We need to go back around where we came from, 20 miles.
So now Jack and Bianca are headed the wrong way 20 miles to get back on track to get through the US border without getting stopped by US Border Patrol. This movie's getting more confusing by the minute. So for some reason during this entire movie, Jack's little brother has been in the headquarters, the main office where this race is taking place and where all the data and information is being shared. Until finally he asks way too many questions and the girl finally kicks him out of the room.
Get out of this office. I'm tired of you.
I think we're all tired of him, Jillian. Now Mick is following Jack, and I'm assuming he wants to run him off the road and possibly kill him and Bianca.
Here's the border. It's right there.
It looks like they're going so slow in the CGI shots. They go from going reasonably fast to going slower than turtles. Mick shot what sounded like bullets from a 2001 video game into Jack's car, and then Jack spun him out and flipped him, so I guess Mick's out of the story that quickly, and then Jack blasts straight through the border wall, and straight into the best state in the country, Arizona. Let's just say Jillian has had better days. She goes into an absolute breakdown of anger, rage, downing as much liquor as physically possible. Now for some reason, Jack's brother is in the bar just casually talking to the bartender and taking a bunch of shots of, I'm assuming, tequila that we all know he doesn't have any money for. And then Jillian walks out, and in the most awkward scene in this entire movie, she can literally see both of them, and she decides to call him. He then ignores her call, and then this awkward scene happens.
You gonna get that?
No fucking way.
I watched you ignore my call.
It's time to meet up with your brother. I hope you're not afraid of flying.
I guess they're gonna get in a plane and go fly to LA or something so that we can have this big grand conclusion to this movie. I mean, one could really hope so, right? That is if Jack makes it to LA because he's having car trouble. Because that's the most exciting thing that can happen in a car movie, car trouble.
Jack, you okay?
This whole movie, Jack has had PTSD from his racing days, and he keeps having Vietnam flashbacks about it.
Remember you asked me if I ever killed anybody? Well, the answer is yes. It was a blind corner. I miscalculated and it drove us off the side. Car landed upside down. Fuel tank exploded. Car burned up from the outside. I made it out, but my wife, she got trapped.
So now we know the reason why Jack is having the PTSD. His wife and him got into a horrible accident, and then the car blew up, but he got out and his wife didn't get out. Really depressing stuff. 10 minutes left in this movie, but he thinks that he murdered her, which is obviously not true. It's a car accident. You didn't murder someone. And now at the end of this sweet speech about how his wife passed away in that car explosion, we get this line. See if it sounds familiar to you.
I live my life a quarter of a mile at a time.
Sound familiar to anyone else you've heard say that before? Maybe in every single Fast and Furious movie that you've ever seen?
I live my life a quarter mile at a time.
It's so obvious this guy is literally the Vin Diesel of this movie, which is why for a lot of the movie I was calling him the Vin Diesel of this movie. They couldn't even say anything like similar to what he said, but different. They literally stole the exact line from Fast and Furious. Instead, they could have said something like this. I live my life a day at a time. I live my life 1 mile at a time. I live my life 1,000 mile race at a time. I live my life down in 3 bean burritos at a time.
Jillian?
I want to make an arrangement with you.
Forget everything that lady wanted.
Forget about winning this race.
I'll make it worth your while.
You know what, Jillian? Right now I'm currently driving, and I'm pretty sure it's against the law to drive and talk in the state of Arizona.
Thank you so much, Jack, for teaching us about the laws of the road of Arizona. That's also a pretty dumb thing to say. He could have told her to shove it. Instead, he was like, Statute 7, Section 8 in the Arizona law for drivers in Arizona states that you cannot drive on the phone, so I must hang up now. Bye. I just want this movie to be over. I think now Jack's brother has been taken captive by some bad guys. They're probably setting up a trap and a good old double cross for Jack at the end here.
Welcome to Arizona, Nelson.
When does Jack get here?
Right after we blow your brains out.
Get him out of the car!
In the scuffle, Jack's brother ends up getting shot in the stomach, but he ends up taking out everybody who was gonna kill him. But now the main bad guys have Bianca's daughter as a hostage. Where did she come from? Why was she here? Why was she anywhere that she could get captured in the first place?
Hey there, little one. Don't cry, okay? We're going to see mommy. Have you ever been on a helicopter before?
So now Jack pulls up to the scene with his brother being shot and everyone else being dead. Really depressing stuff. But yeah, no, Nelson just straight up dies when Jack arrives. They're not able in any way to make up his brothers or, you know, right any of the wrongs that have happened in the past together as two brothers. So now Jack is pissed.
I'm coming for you.
No, not for me. For little Sophia.
Mommy,
Baby, it's gonna be alright.
You and that beach. Meet me at the finish line downtown. You give me the thumb drive, I'll give you the key.
Alright, it's time for the final standoff, and we're gonna have a really epic battle. Things are gonna get really crazy. I don't even know what's happening with that other racer girl right now. The CGI in this final part of the race is so bad. What was that? When they arrive, all hell breaks loose.
It's an ambush!
During this entire scene, bullets are flying, they're hitting vehicles, people are getting shot. But right after people's cars get riddled with bullets, you see no bullet holes or any marks on the cars whatsoever. Either these cars are made of the best bulletproof material I've ever seen in my entire life, or someone messed up there. Oh man, we finally made it to the final standoff. Let's see how this goes.
Let the girl go and you and I will sort the rest out. You hear me?
Give my brother the thumb drives and let him go. Give me back my daughter!
Give me the drives, Bianca.
And give me back the time I lost watching this movie. Wait, what is that? What do I hear there? What sound like sirens? Are there police sirens?
Drop the car!
Let go of the girl! Are you 6-Speed, Nina?
Yes?
Are you Bianca?
That's my daughter.
That's what she's been telling us over and over again. Come here, Annie.
Everyone gets arrested and the movie's over. Just like that. Did you want a big fight? Did you want something interesting to happen? That's for losers. The real good movies are the movies that end abruptly and have no payoff. Yeah, so the movie just ends abruptly. It's very annoying. It's very frustrating, especially for me who just edited this entire video. Yeah, but this is a really garbage movie. The storytelling is awful. The CGI is awful. I have no idea what the writers were thinking for most of this movie. Some of these actors did the best they could with what they had, but when you have these lines, there's only so much you can do. And we don't really have any idea what happened to literally any of the characters. But that's just about all the time I have today. Thank you so much for watching this really dumb movie with me today. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and be sure to hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Do you want to see more dumb movies on my channel? Maybe you want to see another dumb video on my channel right now. If so, click on the video right here on your screen. So until next time, this is Ryan Askew reminding you to stay askew, because being weird is good and being normal is kind of lame. Until then, all I have to say is I'll see you next time, and bye-bye.